Hi everyone, if you are a beginner and you want to install MySQL on Windows 11 but you don't know where to start, don't worry because in this video I will show you step by step how to install MySQL on your Windows 11 and create your first database properly. So without any delay, let's begin the video. Now first of all, open your browser and search download MySQL installer. Now open the official MySQL website. Once you are on the MySQL download page, now you will see two options: web installer small size, full installer large size. What is it means? This small installer, it does not contain full MySQL setup files. And this large installer, this is a complete offline package. It contains all important MySQL components like MySQL server, MySQL workbench, MySQL shell, MySQL router, connectors and tools. This is best for beginners. So yes, go with it and click on download. After that, it will ask you to log in. But don't worry, just click on no thanks, just start my download. Now your MySQL installer will start downloading. It will take some time. After download, click on downloads file and open the installer file. Now allow the permission and it will start installing. Now MySQL setup will open. Here you will see multiple installer type. I am selecting full because it install all MySQL products including server, workbench, shell and other tools. This is best for beginners because we don't need to manually selecting anything. Now simply click on next. Now we are on the path conflict screen. Here it shows the installation directory and data directory. I am keeping everything default because default path is recommended and safe. So I will click next. Now here we can see all the MySQL products that will be installed. Everything is ready to install. I'll click on execute to start the installation. This will install MySQL server, workbench, shell, router and documentations. As you can see, all products are successfully installed. Now click on next. Now MySQL will configure the installed products. Click on next to begin the configuration. Here we can choose the server configuration type. I will keep everything default and click next. Now it asks for authentication method. By default it selected strong password encryption. It is recommended and more secure. It protects our database with modern security. Now click next. Now we need to set the root password. Root is the main administrator user of MySQL. I will enter my password. Make sure to remember this password. Without this, you cannot access MySQL. After entering password, to verify it, I will click on the check button. If you see a green check mark, that means the password is correct. This confirms MySQL can authenticate the root user. Now click on next. Now we are on the Windows Service configuration screen. I will keep everything default. Now I click next. Now we are on the apply configuration screen. This step will apply all the settings we selected. It will write configuration files. It will update Windows firewall rules. It will adjust Windows service. And finally, it will start MySQL server. Now I click on execute. After clicking execute, MySQL is applying all the configurations. Wait until all steps shows green check mark. If everything is successful, it means MySQL is properly configured. Now I will click on finish. Now we can see that MySQL server configuration is complete. Status shows configuration complete. That means our server is successfully set up. Now I click next. Now we are on the MySQL router configuration screen. Since we are installing MySQL for learning and development, we don't need to configure this. So I'll keep everything default and simply click on finish. Now we can see MySQL server configuration is complete. Router is not configured, which is fine for local setup. Now I click next. Now it is asking to connect MySQL server to install sample data. Server status shows running, which means MySQL is working properly. I will enter my root password. Then click check to verify the connection. Connection succeed message means everything is working properly. Now I click next. It will apply configuration for sample database. This will install example schema and demo data. I click execute. After execution complete, all steps are completed successfully. Sample and example configuration is successful. Now I click finish. Now we are on the final product configuration screen. We can see MySQL server configuration is complete. MySQL router was not required for this setup. Samples and examples are also configured successfully. That means MySQL installation is fully completed. Now I click next. Now we are on installation complete screen. It shows that installation procedure has been completed successfully. Here we have an option to start MySQL Workbench after setup. I will keep this checked so Workbench opens automatically. Now I click on finish. Now MySQL Workbench will open automatically. If it does not open, you can search MySQL Workbench and open it. Here you will see a connection. Local instance MySQL 80. Click on it. Now it will ask password. Enter your root password and click OK. Now MySQL is successfully installed. Now we will create a database inside MySQL Workbench. Now type this command. Create database my first database. Now click on this execute button. Once executed, your database is created successfully. And you can see here, create database my first DB. Now to check your database type, write this command, show databases. Then click execute again. Now you will see my first DB. This means your database is successfully created. Now if you want to select your database, write use my first DB. Execute it. Now you are inside your database. Now let's create a one simple table. Write create table students. This line tells MySQL to create a new table named students. Inside it, write id int. Id is column name. Int data type integer. After this, make sure to write comma. This column will store numbers like student ID. Now write name varchar 50. Name is again column name. Varchar variable character string 50 maximum character allowed. Simply means this column will store student names. Maximum length 50 characters. Now email. This column will store email addresses. After that, execute it. Now your table is created successfully. Now I am going to insert data into table. So write this insert into students value 2, under single quotes Farhan, under single quotes your email. Execute it. After executing, a new row will be added to the table. Now to see your table data, write this select asterisk from students. Execute it. Now you can see your inserted data. So MySQL is working perfectly. So that's it guys. In this video, we successfully inserted MySQL on Windows 11 and created our first database and table. If you face any error during installation, comment below, I will help you. And if you want a full video on how to connect MySQL with NodeJS or Java, let me know in the comment. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share this video with your friends. Thanks for watching.